hello, Reflector friend, and welcome to your reading for the week of November 4th to the 10th, 2024. But know that if you're coming across this video at a later date, you are definitely still in the right place. As with all readings, take what serves you well and leave the rest. One of the most reassuring things about being human is that we have free will choice. So no matter what messages Spirit has for us this week, we always have the power to change them. Okay, so I don't know about you, but I felt a lot of heavy energy last week. So with that in mind, I would like to bring some levity to this reading. So we are going to start with an Oracle of the Fairies card, followed by a Work Your Light Oracle card, and then we are going to do Past, Present, Future with the Tarot. Okay, let's get going. All right, what kind of guidance do the fairies have this week for our reflector friends? And it is new beginnings. Oh, isn't that just wonderful? We're at the beginning of a new month. Oh my goodness, there's lots of cycles. If you're in the Northern Hemisphere, we're into fall. The things are changing, right? And if you're in the Southern Hemisphere, you're in spring, which means even more new beginnings. Okay, so we have here, this fairy godmother heralds the joyous news of a new baby or the birth of a cherished idea. Protect and nurture your ideas as you would a baby. So we're being called to bring on those maternal instincts. And this doesn't mean that you have to identify as female in order to have maternal instincts. Of course, everybody has a combination of the divine feminine, divine masculine, and we are definitely reflectors. You're being called to embrace this sense of protection, nurturing, and caring for something that needs tending to in your life. Okay, so there we go. But very beautiful, new beginnings, little baby. We have a little baby in our lives. My son's dad has a new baby with his partner, and it is so wonderful to see a little freshling in my life, which I didn't think was going to happen. So yeah, a blessed little surprise. Maybe that's a signal for me to come and spend a little more time with that little nugget. Okay, next we have Work Your Light Oracle cards. What does, for reflectors, here we are. And we have Dance with Life. Oh my gosh, this is such a gorgeous card. Do something to change your energy. All right. So, and one of the ways, and actually I learned this through my work with Tony Robbins, actually, which I've done extensively, which is one of the best ways and easiest ways to change your mood, to change what's going on, is to move your body, to change your physiology, because it starts to shake up neurons and that kind of stuff. So dance with life. Do something to change your energy and dance. Isn't that just, I am so excited to go back to Zumba. I have been missing dance in my life. I was not prioritizing it. And as of 2 weeks from now, I'll be going once a week and starting my week with dance, and my friends and all that kind of stuff, my community there. Okay, so far we have new beginnings, right? Something new that needs nurturing and protection, but you're also being encouraged to bring that levity, to bring that movement into your life. Okay, so let's see what the tarot has to say. So past, present, future. All right, so reflectors. Past, we have, again, with the Hierophant for you. Wow, Spirit really has something to say about like your space in your culture and your space in your and your ability to be an authority and teach, because you got this card last week too, and it came up a couple other times, but wow, I'm always, I'm always delighted and surprised by what Spirit has, anyways, let's move on. Past, present. Okay, we have the Six of Pentacles and the future. The Fool. Oh, well, isn't that just amazing? Okay, let's see here. Okay, in the past, I feel like I'm repeating myself from last week, but I guess it's worth repeating because Spirit really wants you to know. So in the past, so the Hierophant is such an interesting card because, again, it is the traditionalist. They are the traditionalist of the deck. They like to keep things the status quo. So things have been perhaps static for you. Not a lot of things have been going on, but this is the past, remember. So there is opportunity to change this, and you are definitely by every single other card in this reading, you are being encouraged to get out of, if you feel stuck in some way in a belief. Oh, yeah, that's what I'm getting. Okay, because listen, so our culture is basically a collection of like a collective belief, right? Like, so that let's say that like children should stay living at home until they get married. That is a cultural belief in some cultures. Children should leave the house as soon as they can is a belief in other cultures. So there's collective beliefs. Okay, so the message I'm getting from Spirit very strongly right now is that you are to question something from the past that is no longer in alignment with you, that is part of your culture. Okay, that is part of something for you. So the past, you're clinging to something from your cultural past that is no longer serving you. Okay, and you are being 100% encouraged. Like it's just wonderful, the rest of this reading. And so that's why we need to move on from this, Reflector. Okay, in the present, we have the Six of Pentacles. The Six of Pentacles is a beautiful card because it's the first card of truly a card of abundance in the deck. And so, as we know, the Pentacles are all about our resources. Most people tie them to money and possessions, but as I will always repeat, it is also your time, your energy, what you can handle in a day, all of that kind of stuff. Now, once we reach the six, there's enough to go around. All right. So, and that's what you're being, the present here. You're being acknowledged as someone who is generous, as someone who believes in reciprocity, because this is and also someone where you're being celebrated for somebody who is fair, right? So someone who is not greedy, like the Four of Pentacles is greedy. The Five of Pentacles is lost and destitute. Once we hit six, we've got the scales here. Okay. We have the scales of justice. So, and then this, and a generosity that is happening, right? But it's not just this person is giving to these people. When we are generous, we feel good. I remember back I was like early on in Friends. Okay. So yeah, I'm going to make a Friends reference here, but it's something that stuck with me. And it was something that Phoebe said in Friends. And she said, they were talking about like selfless work, like who does selfless work, like Mother Teresa does selfless work. And back then Princess Diana was doing selfless work. And she was like, it's not selfless. It's incredibly selfish. And then Joey says to her, he's like, well, what do you mean? She's, given her life. She goes, but she's not doing it for nothing. She's doing it and then she feels good. She gets something in return. It's not money. Like there's not an exchange of like money for a product. It's time and energy for that inner feeling of generosity and love and peace and giving back. So selflessness is actually very selfish. Isn't that just so interesting? Okay. Wow. There we go. Voting Friends. But it was something that really stuck with me. I was like, she's right. Or like the writers are right, obviously. But it's like, she's right. Nothing we do is selfless. We are actually motivated by anyways, it depends if whether you're kind of being motivated by ego or higher self or a combination of both. But it's like there's always a reward for being good. So why not do it? And then not feel bad about it or not to feel superior. Because if you do something for somebody else, that's nice so that you can feel superior or that you can that's so ego-based, right? So, I mean, I'm not going to discourage you from doing good things, but it's really important to acknowledge where our motivation is coming from. Okay. Wow. Whew. Coming in strong today. I love it. Okay. And then the future. Well, look at that. We have our friend, the Fool. And so that means we are at the beginning of a new cycle. And guess what? Yes, you are. So let's get ready to have a new adventure, but to nurture it and let's not rush. Okay. So like the Fool can be like really immature. It can be, like I always say, it's got a lot of noob energy to it, and noob energy is fine, but it can be kind of like, because something's new, we can get like really nervous. We can feel unsettled. Be like, oh my gosh, because it's going to shake you out of your comfort zone, right? But like change doesn't happen in the comfort zone. So, and it's the only constant in life. So you're really being encouraged to embrace here, embrace, and have some fun with it, right? So this says do something to change your energy. These are both saying it's going to happen either way. And when we come back to the past, right, you need to look to your culture, look to your beliefs, look like there's something you know already, okay? There's something you know that needs to change, and it's time to do it. Like you're being fully encouraged, and Spirit's saying now is the time, but do it with some levity, do it with some joy, right? Do it with some joy. It's a really, this is a wonderful, it's a wonderful reading, I think, in my humble opinion. So go be like Mother Teresa. No, you know what I mean. Oh, but the mother thing is interesting that I was quoting that. But follow Phoebe's advice, okay? And do something selfless and feel good about it. And don't feel bad that it's a selfish thing. All right, that's your reading for this week, Reflector. And I hope you have a good one. And I'll see you next time. Bye.